this is a Oklahoma Republican Party Chairman John Bennett talking about Anthony Fauci. And it's a death threat.
We're fighting communist Democrats, establishment rhinos. We're fighting against a system that stole the election in 2020, and nobody's been held accountable. We're in a war with bureaucrats that have forced vaccine mandates on us, mask mandates on us. And you know what? They're pushing this wokeness confusion down our throats now. And by the way, we should try Anthony Fauci and put him in front of a firing squad. And for the Secret Service, if they're listening, I'm not advocating we kill Anthony Fauci.
I'm advocating that you do.
Of his crimes through a court.
Right. I'm not just advocating that if you took it into your own hands, it wouldn't be the worst thing. So this same man, John Bennett, is running for Congress and was recently came under fire from indigenous communities in Oklahoma because he has been calling for deestablishing reservation territories for the Muscogee Nation in Oklahoma. So that's the kind of guy he is.
I just can't get over how all these guys that say, like, yeah, they forced vaccine mandates down our throat. What happened to those?
Yeah.
Those have been forced back up your throat and out.
But it feels like a mandate because, you know, like the liberal establishment says I'm irresponsible. So that's the same thing as a mandate in an authoritarian regime. I mean, that's what they conflate, right?
Yeah, but it's like there's no recognition that the authoritarianism like mask policy that you said was putting us on the train tracks to a new Jim Crow. Well, that's gone now. And I mean, at least celebrate. I just don't understand why none of these freaks are celebrating.
Well, he says the bureaucrats force vaccine mandates on us, mask mandates on us. So he thinks, right. But my point is that but the mask mandate, okay, maybe you can make a claim that was actually mandated, but the vaccines were not mandated.
But even if you say like it's for restaurants, like that's even then it's not active anymore. Like the tyranny is over.
Yes,
it wasn't a permanent.
They need to be victims so they can fundraise from their supporters who are too deep to understand or know what's actually going on.
Without
that victimization, what do they have? Like how is he? What's he going to talk about once those? What if he doesn't talk about mandates? Like what's he going to talk about once he does decide to move on? I mean, he doesn't have much.
Well, they have to present themselves as aggrieved. And as, victims in society, even though that's obviously not the case. But in the meantime, it doesn't matter if we incite stochastic terrorism against Anthony Fauci and maybe by proxy other epidemiologists and scientists in this country.
I was going to say, if you can find one example of some, like even a single account on Twitter advocating for masks, even if that account has like one follower, it is the same thing as a law saying that people have to wear masks in restaurants. Good because point. You've then made him feel bad, and that's the same thing as laws for people who have never experienced real oppression. I will
laws
say
are
though,
supposed to protect your feelings. I didn't know if you were aware of that, Brandon.
I mean, ideally, right?
Yeah.
Ideally. I will say, like they're celebrating their freedom from the oppression. Republicans, are celebrating their freedom from the oppression of mask mandates by doing what they always do, which is try to oppress real marginalized groups. And that's where we see all like the CRT and anti-LGBTQ laws going.
Can you just pull up the background of where he's just this a still frame here? Because is that a hockey jersey has a biblical verse behind it? It's signed by a bunch of people. All right.
5:11 Ephesians. Yep.
And what does the top stuff say?
Mikovits wit? I don't know what that is, though.
Means.
Just, interesting choice to have a Bible passage on the back of a hockey jersey. I wonder who signed those things.
Apparently 5'11".
Messier.
There we go, Brandon. There we go, Binder.
I was big into the 94 Rangers that were good. That was a good team. Bookaboom. I was a big fan.
They won the Stanley Cup that year.
Yeah. And then
Gretzky's not on that team, but
no, he wasn't. I'm just but I immediately lost interest after they were never that good again.
So to answer the question here,
they're
guys,
good this year.
according to the Daily Kos, the Ephesians line that's being quoted there is, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them." And then Judy Mikovits is a scientist, and Brendan Witt's a NHL player, and both are anti-vaxxers. So looks like it's a collab.
So it was. Oh wow, right? It's a mashup.
There's an anti-vaccine and Bible on that hockey jersey.
Oh, perfect.
The full-on like Americana.
I
art
love
piece.
hockey culture. I love it.